Hello and a very warm welcome to you. I am Shubhrika and you are on SJLive, brought to you by Bank of Baroda, Kenya Limited. And as always, I have a very special guest. It is my proud privilege to introduce you to Dr. Manoj Shah. Dr. Manoj Shah is an infectiously energetic leader, transformation catalyst, passionate humanitarian, over 45 years of work experience and recognized as an authority in transforming loss-making institutions and companies and turning them into industry leaders and making them profitable. His key achievements include successfully mobilizing and raising over USD 25 million for MP Shah Hospital and USD 12 million for Lions Foundation, Lions clubs and hospitals over the past 10 years from foundations, programs and individuals that are fully invested in specific projects in service for the humanity. These programs include COVID-19 funds for patients, vulnerable communities, and healthcare workers. Dr. Manoj Shah, as the managing director, grew Kingsway tire business to over 20 outlets with a double-digit growth, leading with commanding market share in the industry, leading to a peak 50 million US dollars turnover and a sustained return on sales profit of over 25%. He is the current chairman of MP Shah Hospital and also a founding member of Lions First Eye Hospital. A very warm welcome to you, Dr. Manoj Shah. How are you?
Thank you very much, Shubhrika. I'm fine and I'm very excited to be here with you this morning and this afternoon and talk to you.
It is my proud privilege indeed to have you on my show as a guest. And yes, I wanted you to be on my show for a real long time now. But frankly speaking, this is a perfect moment when you have actually released this book of yours. And I have this book here with me. It's called One in a Million. I'm really very proud to be holding this in my hand, which is actually signed by you.
That's right.
And Manojji, I was just going through this book. I thought there's a lot more to know about you. So why not just talk to you directly?
My pleasure. Shubhrika.
Yeah. So Manojji, you're born in Nairobi, gained your name and fame in this city, launched your biography, One in a Million. How do you look at your life journey?
So thank you very much, Shubhrika. And of course, a lot has been written in my biography. Looking at my life journey, I consider myself as an ordinary person with immense passion to lead an extraordinary life. My mantra of life has always been, why fall when you can fly? And this truly depicts my life journey. And for the information of all our listeners, I am a true Kenyan. I was born in Kenya. My father was born in Kenya. And in fact, my family will complete 100 years of being in Kenya next year. Oh. And I'm proud of all my accomplishments as a self-made man.
That's really good. Actually, it's a pretty long time. And, you just not have lived, but you have made your mark. And you have actually proven to the world that if you want to do something for yourself, if you want to do something good for the society, it's definitely possible. And Manojji, as you say, you're a normal man. So what made you successful? What made you different from others?
So basically, according to me, what made me successful, and I must share with you that big dreams start with small beginnings.
Yes.
And my story was no exception. My late father started a small tire business in the year 1960. And in fact, the name of our company, Kingsway, actually comes from the British colonial times. Okay. When the road where my father started the business was called Kingsway. Unfortunately, my father fell sick when I was just finishing high school. I had no option but to leave school at a tender age of 16 and help my father to run the small business that he had started, and more importantly, to help sustain our family. My father passed away when I was 19.
Oh.
At that point in time, my elder brother was studying in UK, and a few years later, he joined me in the business. And of course, my younger brother, much later, joined me again. Since then, we never looked back, and we grew our business to what it is today.
Yes, definitely. You have put in so much hard work. I can really understand. And your hard work has really paid off. But, how were you as a young man? And how did you decide that, yes, I want to go ahead?
So I was very, very fortunate since my young childhood,
Hmm.
uh, because I was born in a virtuous family.
Hmm.
My mother was a very heartwarming homemaker, and my father, of course, was a boisterous businessman.
Hmm.
Although my family was not financially affluent,
Hmm.
yet all three of us, my two brothers and I, were raised in an atmosphere that was full of love and compassion. So as a child, I was always content with my simple and gratifying life. I had a good primary and secondary education, and I also managed to graduate by working and studying at the same time.
Okay.
However, what I really missed was my teenage life, as by working at an early age and making ends meet and building our business, I had no time to enjoy my teenage life.
Yeah. For getting something, you definitely have to lose something. And you have actually got so much that you don't need to repent for what you have lost, isn't it?
Yes.
How was your childhood? Tell us something about that.
My childhood was great. Obviously, like I mentioned earlier on, I had no time to enjoy my teenage life,
Mm.
but really, it taught me the true value of life at a very young age,
Mm.
which today a lot of teenagers do not have.
Not have.
Family value, virtues, business acumen, and how to stand up on your own feet.
Mm.
And really, that was the beginning of
Mm.
my success.
Actually, very true. So, Manoji, tell us one more thing. When everyone goes through hardships in life, we all say that, yes, I had faced that in life, I had faced this in life. But please tell us how to turn your hardships into life of your dreams, because you have done that really well. What to do in life when you don't see a way?
For me personally, and what I've gone through in my 4.5 decades of being a successful entrepreneur,
Hmm.
the right word for success is failure outcome. Falling and failing at times is an inevitable part of surging ahead in life. In fact, what defines us is how well we rise after we fall. Some mountains are higher than others. Some roads are steeper than the next. But I am a firm believer. Never give up in life. Always keep on trying. And there are hidden blessings in everything that you do. And that is the way I see hardships.
Yeah, that's so true. How important is money to success? Usually people want to do something, they have a big dream, but they don't have enough money or they don't have enough support. What to do in that case?
True, true, true. So basically, what happens with money is that money is absolutely important in anything and everything that we do.
Mm.
However, I firmly believe that money is not everything in life. Money does not buy you happiness, money does not buy you health, and money cannot make you prosper.
Mm.
But at the same time, money is equally important. And what I firmly believe is your success is how you manage your money well. And that is what life, what business, and what growing is all about.
Also, people say often that the past times were better, there were more opportunities, there was less competition. Now things have changed, life is harder. What do you have to say? You have seen all the times.
Yes, in fact, I've seen good days, I've seen bad days. And when we talk about really uh, times that are not good in our country, it is all about opportunities.
Yeah.
And really, what is it that we can do? And what I've seen in my lifespan, life's challenges are not supposed to paralyze us. They are supposed to help us discover who we are. And the biggest concern today for businesses, not only in Kenya, but around the world that have been impacted by the COVID-19 crisis, is their sustainability. In fact, talking about my own personal experience last year, we were forced to close down one of our hotels. We had to sell one of our factories. But at the same time, we also understand that we have to weather the storm. I strongly believe that rain or sunshine, we always have to climb. And I want to share a quote of Rumi. We carry inside us the wonders we seek outside. And I am a firm believer that we had great opportunities in the past, and we even have better opportunities for the future. All we need to do is to look outside the window and think outside the box, and that will lead to our success.
Dr. Manoj Shah, how important is education according to you?
Education is very, very important, especially in today's time. The world is evolving. As far as success and business is concerned, it is changing at a very rapid pace. With information technology evolving around us, I firmly believe that education is the key to success.
Yes.
And especially higher education. If you want to succeed in any particular field, you must pursue higher education. So in my opinion, in today's world, education is of prime importance for you to succeed.
We all know that as we were talking about 1 in a million, it's actually a 1 in a million biography, I must say. And when you were documenting your life into a biography, tell me an instance which made you really emotional. Which is the moment that touched your heart the most?
To be very, very honest, there is one instance when I was writing my biography, and not only one instance, but many of the things that came to my mind as I was writing my biography. And what made me feel very emotional is my late mother. In fact, I've dedicated my biography to her. And as I remember my late mother, there has never been, nor there will be, anyone quite so special as the love and affection between me and my mother. My mother was Mother Teresa to me. She was my biggest inspiration in life, and I attribute all my success to her. So I got very emotional as I wrote some of the things in my biography, because many of those were really inspired by her.
What is the reason behind writing 1 in a million? There are so many successful people, but they don't want to write down what happened in their life, what all experiences they had. What gave you the courage, I must say, to write down, to pen down exactly what has happened with you in your life?
So talking about 1 in a million, and the reason why I decided to write my biography is because I wanted to express my approach to life, to the world, in the form of my biography. And I really want to leave a legacy for the future generations to follow. It's not what we do once in a while that shapes our life, but what we do consistently that takes us to where we want to go. And one in a life is my life story about what has really transpired in my life. And when I look at my biography, it is split into various parts of my life. It talks about my early childhood. It talks about how I evolved as a great family man. It also talks about the success that I had as a businessman, starting from a humble beginning at a very tender age of 16. And most importantly, it also talks about my social and philanthropic life that has now become a part of my life for the last 3 decades.
Yes, I want to talk about two things. First of all, your family, how tough it is to take 30 people together along with you when you're on such a big mission in your own life.
Yes, and that's a very, very good question, Shubhrika, because a lot of, especially Indian joint families, never survive beyond the second generation.
Very
but
true.
I have been fortunate, and our family has been fortunate that we have survived the third generation and we are now entering the fourth generation. And all the family is now staying together. And of course, initially it was tough bringing the family together after my father passed away. Keeping them together was also a challenge. But as the family grew to a size of 30 plus, what we actually did and what has led to our success is putting in structures into place, family governance, family constitution, and making sure that the family is on the same page. So as long as you have understanding between and amongst the family members, there is no reason why the family will split. So when we look at keeping the family together, there are two aspects to it. Keeping the family together in business by putting in structures and constitutions in place, and also keeping the family as a family unit intact within the family context by putting in family values and by having a family council. And we have successfully done both. And today I'm very happy that our whole extended family is together.
Very true. And even bigger family, let's talk about the society for which you have actually done a lot. You are a Lion and you are associated with Lions Club for a real long time now. You have honorary post in Lions Eye Hospital as well. You have honorary post even in MP Shah Hospital. You have investments in hospitality and pharmacy, medical field as well. So if we talk about the social work, I was just watching one of your interviews. You were saying you never get tired. How do you manage that at the age of 64?
No, I mean, Shubhrika, it's a very, very good question that you've asked me. I've been a social worker and philanthropist for almost 3 decades now.
Yes.
And like you rightly mentioned, I've been giving my leadership and service to the Lions Clubs International. I've been giving my leadership to the MP Shah Hospital as the chairman. Yeah. I've also been helping running the Lions Eye Hospital, St. John's Ambulance, and many other institutions. And this really has changed my life as a person. I am of the opinion that if we add value to our lives and this world, when we come out of our self-centric cocoon and go beyond to serve others, social service elevates our heart, mind, and soul. I feel good to be blessed, but better to be a blessing. I have been blessed with everything that I have today. How can I give this blessing to others and make sure that they have a better life? And I also firmly believe that when we take actions to uplift those who are downtrodden and deprived sections of our society, we illuminate the soul of our society. When we have a burning desire to serve, I always find it a pleasure to do social work. And today, philanthropy and social work is an integral part of my life. One cannot live without another.
Very true. You're a successful entrepreneur. You are such a renowned philanthropist. Tell me about Kingsway Group as in business perspective. What exactly Kingsway Group is doing presently and what are your future plans?
So Kingsway Group of companies at this point in time is running, of course, our flagship business is the tire and automobile business. But besides that, we are into the hospitality sector, where we run 2 hotels, the Tribe Hotel and the Trademark Hotel. At the same time, we run a big shopping mall, which is called the Village Market. We are also into property development. We have developed quite a number of key properties in the city of Nairobi and around the country of Kenya. And at the same time, we also do some miscellaneous trading business with electricals and other appliances. That is the present business structure. But going forward, our vision is very clear. And what we want to do and grow as the Kingsway Group of Companies is to grow in the hospitality sector, where we want to extend our arm not only in Kenya, but around other countries in Africa. So our vision is very, very clear. Once we go through this COVID phase, we will certainly put our strategic plans into action and see how we can initiate them.
And the last but not the least, what is your advice to young entrepreneurs, people who want to do their own startups? They're just at the initial stage of life, trying and struggling to get what they want to achieve.
In fact, this is something that is very close to my heart, and I'm very happy you brought up this matter for discussion here today. And I'm very passionate. One of the things that I'm very passionate about is mentoring young entrepreneurs.
Yes.
In the last 10 years,
you are a mentor as well. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And in fact, over the last 10 years, I've had the opportunity of mentoring almost 100 young entrepreneurs. And today, when I've seen quite a number of them succeeding, it only makes my heart very warm. I always say that some people dream of successes, while others get up every morning and make it happen. And really, for young entrepreneurs, it is for them to decide whether they want to wake up in the morning every day and wait for things to happen, or they want to wake up every day in the morning and to make things happen. And my big advice to all our young entrepreneurs is always to dream with your eyes open. Follow your dreams persistently, and I can only assure you that they will become a reality. And to all our young entrepreneurs, there is no elevator to success. You cannot go into a lift and press the 30th floor and go there in 20 seconds. You must be prepared to climb the stairs. If these basic fundamentals are understood by young entrepreneurs, the rest can be integrated very, very easy.
Thank you so much, Dr. Manoj Shah. It definitely very much enlightening for me to talk to you, to understand your life even better, to receive a book, One in a Million, your biography in my hand. I really feel privileged. I really feel honored. Yes. And I really look forward to meeting you, to talk to you again and again.
Always my pleasure, Shubhrika, and thank you once again for having me on this show. And I hope whatever I've said will inspire others. Thank you.
Surely. Thank you so much. Thank you. So that was Dr. Manoj Shah on my show, SJLive. This is Shubhrika saying tata, bye-bye. See you again soon.